Hi everybody, it's Christy. Whoops, let me fix my painting, my phone a little bit. Hello everybody, welcome. I am so sorry, I am a bit late. I apologize. I was getting everything together and ready, getting my water and everything. How is everybody? When you come on, say hello. I am in a different position tonight because I want you to actually kind of see this project a little bit closer than you normally do. And excuse my junk in the back, but I'm trying to find my good angle, right? Because we all have a good angle. So I am so sorry I'm late. I know Sandra's on and my heart is broken because I can't watch her because I already told you guys I was going to be here. So tonight we are making, hello Wanda, welcome. It's me and I'm live. This is real me now. I'm so glad you got your printer fixed. I'm so happy. Okay. So you guys, we're going to do something really cute and creative. Oh, you know what? I forgot to send the telegram. Hold on, you guys. Let me, oh, I'm back. Facebook was telling me, hello. Facebook was telling me that I have people waiting. I fun until you got that money. That's right, Wanda. I am so excited for you. I'm so glad you got it. Give me until either tonight or tomorrow and I'll get a PDF version if you still want that, okay? So if you guys need a PDF version, let me know and I will get that one instead. So hi everybody, it is Christy. I already said that. Welcome to the Craft Box. We're doing something really different tonight and this is my first time working with it. And I did do just a little, not a pre-prep, but I did one already to see how it was gonna go. And it did okay. So let me show you what we are making tonight. We're making it on a little square canvas. I have quite a few of these. I have a lot of canvases because I used to paint a lot. I haven't painted that much lately, but I'm excited to get back into painting. Please and thank you. Okay, no problem. So I have not painted in a while and I figured, why don't we do something a little relaxing? We'll try something new and let's just paint tonight. So I am going to use the dryer a little bit. So if you're not a fan of the dryer, you may want to just watch the replay and that won't hurt my feelings. I know Sandra's on too and I'm so sad I can't see her. But let me show you guys what we're doing tonight. We are making something like this, okay? So we are going to do a little textured painting. We are doing it a little bit different than this one, of course. But you guys see my words, right? It says worthy because worthy is the lamb. And I felt like we needed to do something a little bit more meaningful because Easter is coming up and we love our chicks and our bunnies and everything else. But I wanted to do something a little bit more true to what Easter really is. So this is what we're making tonight. We're going to make it on a smaller, thicker canvas though. Okay, so that's what we're going to do and I'll show you how to do it. It is still actually drying, so I'm going to grab some baby wipes and a drink of water. I am so thirsty. You can't paint, never could. Oh, I'm going to make it so easy for you though. Hi, Nicholas. Hi, Marlene. All right, I'm going to make it easy for you, okay? It really is going to be easy because that is actually really easy. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put it up here so I don't lose track of what I'm doing because I know whenever I'm on live, I kind of get distracted. So let me show you how to make the components for this. Now, if you guys saw, there's texture on here, okay? I don't know if you guys can see that really good on camera, but I did do a little texture and I'm going to show you how to do that texture, okay? It's pretty easy. I will say I was literally at the store a little bit after 5 o'clock, came home and did this, and I did it like in less than an hour. So, howdy neighbor. Okay, let me show you how I got the textured paint. It's pretty easy if you have the things, and if you don't have the things, they're pretty easy to find anywhere, okay? So what I did was I took some of my white acrylic paint. This is just an apple barrel paint, okay? I took a little bit of baking soda. I took a little bit of Mod Podge, which we already know what that looks like. We already know. And I took a little bit of joint component. Now, there are lots of recipes that you can Google online. I was actually doing it myself, but I happened to find pipe joint compound that I'm sure my husband had used at some point and he left it in my craft room. Oh, well, it's mine now. No, I'm kidding. So I'm actually using some joint components. So let me show you what I did. Basically is I took, and I didn't need a lot because the only textured paint that we really have is the white. So what I did was I just kind of stirred it up in there. It comes with something already on the cap, okay? And I just got a little drinking cup. If you guys use the Dixie cups, that's fine. Paper Solo cups, whatever. And I just kind of scooped it on the side, and then I took a popsicle stick. Okay, it's gonna be really gooey. I gotta pick that up. Of course, things are dropping everywhere. I swear I need a bigger table. But I put a little bit there, and I mixed it all up with a popsicle stick. I can't talk right. And then I got kind of a pasty, almost like a toothpaste type component. Hi Sharon, you're watching from work. I need to talk. Call me after work because I need to talk to you. All right, so I got this. Okay, it's actually a little bit runnier than I wanted. But that's all right. And this is just something you're just going to add a little bit more component, and you're just going to play with it. It is a little messy, so have baby wipes on hand and have them handy. Hold on a second, guys. I got to get that paintbrush because I need it. I'm painting my floor. I'm painting my floor tonight. That's all right. I'll get it up later. Everybody's saying hi. Oh, good. I'm so glad. All right. Now, I had to take that off because of course the dog hair is on it. And Coda is next to me tonight. He is next to me tonight. He's down here on the floor. So I have to watch him because no one else is home. My daughter's at work. Husband's still at work. Okay. So let me show you guys what I did to kind of get that going. Oh, I already showed you. Okay. So basically I put a little bit of the baking soda, a little bit of the compound, some white paint, and some Mod Podge, and I mixed it all together. You could even use school glue. You don't have to use your Mod Podge up, okay, if you have school glue, and that's easy to find. That's in the Dollar Tree usually, okay? So you mix it up and you put it in there. Now, what I'm doing for my background is, you guys, I was at Hobby Lobby, and they are doing this very sneaky. I'm not in there every day, but I literally lived less than 2 miles, and I had to go get gold paint for this today. And when I went in there, hi Cheryl, I hope you're feeling better, darling. We're making a little land painting tonight with textured paint. We're just painting tonight. It's the first time I'm using the textured paint, so we're gonna see how it goes. I feel like they're doing it sneakily. Is that a word? Well, it's a word today, okay? Because every time I go in there, I'm seeing more of their craft supplies gone or minimized in a corner, and they got more home stuff out. And I'm like, oh, you love my shirt. I know. And look, I got my matching cup. I'm ready to go because I'm a Care Bear and I care about you all. But you guys, I had to get it. So 64 cents. I actually got this. I didn't get this for my project, but I was looking for this color. So this is the watercolor gels. Okay, that's what we are going to be using as our background. And I am gonna kind of use the dryer because I'm gonna need to dry this. I wanted to show you guys this gel. It kind of goes on very different, and that's kind of the look we want to go for because we're just doing simplistic today. That's all we're doing. So I'm actually gonna just squeeze it right on here. And you see how it's kind of like textured and pasty? That's the gel. That's the way the gel works. And it goes on so smooth, you guys. I can't even, ooh. I was going to say smooth like a baby's butt, but I don't know if I could say that. So I'm just going to, that'll be the one time I say it. But let me show you how this goes. This is why I got you guys a little closer tonight. So it just goes on so smooth and kind of like a gel. And now you know what I'm thinking, guys. I'm wondering if we can make our own. Has anybody ever tried to make your own pastel gels before? Like, I'm wondering if we can add like, I don't know, I don't want to say hair gel, but like a petroleum jelly or, you know, something like that. I know they have them. I'm going to experiment. If no one's ever done that before, I'm going to be your guinea pig and I'm going to explore that option because literally this is what we want. We kind of want like a textured paint. Now this is obviously going to take a little longer to dry, but I'm here for it because this is kind of like what we want. We want kind of a textured background. And I just basically did just a little bit. And you see how that's kind of, sorry, I got to get used to my camera being this way. So I'm going to put this in here for now because we might need it. Oops, not that one. I've got a bunch of cups with everything today. Time for breathing treatment. I should be back. Okay, Cheryl, you take care of yourself. I will always be here and so will the replay. We are not in a hurry. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to do my heat gun over here. So hopefully it doesn't bother you. But this is going to take a minute to dry. So it's going to be very, very cute. And a couple of you don't believe that you can paint, but I'm telling you, you can. I'm making it very, very simplistic for you. And that's the whole point, is to kind of make it like, I don't know what you call that art, abstract or whatever. But I wanted to do something that is meaningful to the holiday, because the holiday is coming. And this is going to take a minute because it's textured. So we're gonna roll with it. I love the texture on here. I love the texture. If any of you just jumped on, this is what we are making. Something similar. I did this one a little bigger. This was my last canvas this size, and I wanted to make it small so you guys could easily see. And obviously, you guys could go back and come back to this once it dries. You don't have to do it all at once. But this part was so easy, I did it in 2 seconds. I'm just chit-chatting. I am just chit-chatting. I wish we had like an instant dryer, you know? I feel a Care Bear craft is needed in the future. Oh, girl. Well, that could be possible. That could be. I'll definitely come up with something. You know I will. I know a lot of you like the primitive crafts, so this is sort of different, but it's not, I don't know. I did get the idea off Pinterest, but I really like the whole "worthy is the Lamb" saying from the Bible, so that's why I'm doing it that way. I should have just did this part ahead of time, but my bad. This is the part where you guys talk to me. But yes, so Hobby Lobby is definitely, I think they're still going to have some craft supplies, but they're minimizing it. Like, it's so crazy. Every time I go in there, there's something else on sale, and they're getting a lot of decor stuff. Like right now they have a lot of 4th of July or Americana. That's definitely in there. Their Easter stuff is down to like 3 aisles when it used to be like 8. There's very, very little. Okay. I know you guys have had enough of this dryer, so let me just work with what I got. All right, we're gonna work with what we got. I think it's pretty much dry enough for us to do our next step. Okay, so here is the next step. And I know, Amy, this is the part where I'm gonna make it easy for you, darling. So let me make sure you can see. You can see this, right? Okay. I just wanna make it sure. I'll move it back over here. Okay, so I got my textured paste, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put kind of like a ball, almost like a circle, and I'm going to put it in the middle of this. Okay, so that is what we're doing right now. And I actually have my little spatula to work with, so I'm definitely going to utilize that. So you can actually go in and just kind of spackle it out. So, and then you'll see how we get this. This adds the texture and the thickness of it. And then you'll see in a minute how we get kind of that effect of it being like furry. And we're just going to put, it doesn't, you know, just try to make it about an even as possible. So, and I'm just kind of putting it on, almost like I'm spackling a wall, I guess. It's kind of like spackle. I've seen people use plaster of Paris before. So you do want to make sure you don't get it on the rest of it though. So if it goes out a little bit, that's okay. Just bring your circle in a little bit closer. And then I almost do like a little, I need to get this piece out. This is a big piece from my chalk paint that came out. I did put some chalk paint in there, but I didn't like it with it. So hold on guys, where's my, and you do have to play with it, play with the texture. But literally, it's like, it's almost like playing with sand and stuff, you know? It's like kind of muddy. But that's all right. We just want to kind of cover it. We don't need to put a big thick one, but you do want to make it, you know, at least texturize a little bit. Otherwise, we'll be here making it dry forever, but that's okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to almost do like, because I want to put my head and my ears. So I'm going to almost do like a little bit on the outside on top. So I'm almost going to make like a bear, if that makes sense. Like almost, that's not why I wore the Care Bears, guys, I promise. So I'm almost going to make like a bear shape. And you could even do like a heart shape. And that's it. Like, that's literally our body, what we've got going on. And then if you have big chunks in there that you don't like, that just kind of dried in there, you just scoop them out. Okay, now here comes the fun part. You guys are going to probably laugh at me, but this is how we're going to get like the furry look. And also, I want to make sure I'm getting all the color. So let me just go in here real quick and make sure that I'm getting all the color in the background, like face like away. The ends you don't have to worry so much, but definitely the middle. What you doing, mister? He just loves to be in the same room as me. It doesn't matter what I'm doing, as long as he's in the same room. Okay, here's the fun part. You guys are gonna laugh at me with this part. So I'm gonna take a pom-pom that I got. This came from like a pack I had, okay? And I'm going to dip it in my paint while it's wet and kind of give it a furry look. And this is why I said you don't want to make it too thick, because then it won't show up as much. And then this is where you can go and get creative and kind of do your ends and your sides. And then work your way in. You guys can see what I'm doing, right? Of course, I got paint on my hand now. I gotta wipe that. But see how this is like texturizing the paint a little bit? That's why I said don't do it too thick. But this is so fun. I could sit here all day. It's very satisfying. If you want something that was like therapeutic, this is very satisfying. And you can do this with like anything. You could use a sponge, you could use anything that has texture, you could do lace, whatever you guys can imagine. And I just kind of made my sheep a little fat. He's a healthy sheep. All right. Hey, mister, what you doing? You can't eat that. He's eating my eraser. It's not a little eraser. It's one of these fuzzy erasers. What are you doing? You can't eat that. Come here. Come see Mama. I know he's deaf, you guys, but I still talk to him anyway. Would anybody else do that? I mean, I don't know. I just feel like you still gotta talk to your dog. You can't not talk to your dog. It's very hard, you know, it's very hard to not talk to your dog. I don't know. but I do it and I'm satisfied with it. Okay, now we're gonna hit it with the dryer or let it air dry because there's our second layer. I just wanted to do something relaxing. Use not fat, use fluffy, use. Oh, that's right, they aren't fat, they are fluffy, yes. So I have a nice fluffy one. I'm gonna put it down here, hopefully you can't hear it just as much. I just am trying to get like the ends done because my middle can dry, but I'm trying to get the ends done so I can put like the head and the ears on it. It's almost like a big blob. When you do use a dryer, it might change that consistency a little bit. So you just go back in and touch it up. I almost have like an air bubble. But it kind of looks cool, actually. All right. I just put it in the cup. I knew this one was going to be difficult to not do it with the dryer, but you guys have to see step by step. So I should have made a video, but I can still make a video if you guys want. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and make my legs. And this is how easy I'm making it for you guys. I'm going to make my legs down here, and then I'm going to make a oval shaped head in the little dip that we did, or even if it's not even a little dip. And then I'm going to put my 2 ears on the side. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. My goodness, my goodness, my goodness. And I'm just using acrylic paint for this. I don't need to do the textured paint. You can if you want. And there is a ways to do, you know, texture too. And if you guys even feel like you can't do this freehand with paint, you could pencil it out once it's dry and then just go over it with the paint. What are you doing? You can't eat that either. There's like a pom-pom on one of my bags and he's trying to play with the pom-pom. He's so funny, you guys. I can't stand it. I can't stand it sometimes. He's so funny. Oh, there goes my arm. And then I'm just going to freehand it. And then you could always fill it in if you don't think it looks right. I've never really done the textured paint before, but I really wanted to try it because I've seen many videos and it did look fairly easy. So that's why I wanted to try that tonight. Koda's, what you doing, baby? He's eating my little pom-pom. It's okay, it's not gonna hurt him. He's just playing with it. He's not even taking it off. He can't get it off, poor thing. And this is the part where it's like, oh, you don't want to mess it up, but you're not going to mess it up. It's not supposed to be perfect. That's what kind of painting this is supposed to be. Marlene's giving me hearts. Thank you, Marlene. This is really easy. I know Amy could do it. She keeps saying she can, but it's literally shapes, you guys. Shapes. It's shapes. If you know your shapes, then you know how to paint. That's all I say. A lot of times, people come up with the best ideas just by looking at shapes and what you could do with it. So I'm going to come down just a little bit. You guys can see it, right? I keep thinking you can't see it. What you doing? Watch the cord, baby. I'm probably gonna get him out of here in a second. Only because I don't want him to hurt himself. I'm just gonna dip inside this just a little bit, just to kind of give it kind of like a snout. And the whole thing with these, you guys, they all come out different, no matter what you do. And I think it's so cool. I don't want my head up too high because I want to make sure I can put my little crown on it. I got a few people watching. I know I didn't come on at my normal time. Everybody's probably going to try to come on here at 7. I really was trying to get this done and over with so I can make dinner tonight. And I don't know. Like, I don't want to eat so late anymore. But I don't get off work till 5. And half the time I come in here and start preparing. And I never know when my husband's going to get off work. So I don't want to make dinner too early and just have it sit. So that's just my life today. Okay, now I'm going to do my legs. Yes, Coda. Did you see him when he walked by? No, you didn't. Hey, you can't eat that. That's Mama's. That's Mama's. Okay, let me do the feet. So for the feet, I did put like a little straight line here. Here, I'll show you. I did a little thick straight line across just to kind of give it some, you know, showing that that's a leg. And then I'll do another one here. And I love these type of paintings. It's almost like, it's elegant, but it's almost like a kid one did it, but it's not because it's a little bit more elegant. I don't know. That's just how I feel. As long as you can do the shapes, you can do it. So I'm just going to draw a line straight. And you don't have to go all the way down to the end. I think I'm just going to leave it like that. Let me fix his ear. And I mean, you could literally go in and like put a little bit more white on top, but I'm just putting my little crown because I think it's so pretty with the crown. Now, in the meantime, your other paint is drying too. Okay, so we got that. I'm going to put that in there. You got that. Now, what I did to this guy is I put a little bit of a lighter gold. That's right. You don't stop. You just practice, practice, practice. And I actually need to paint more. I think my stuff will turn out a little bit better if I do learn to paint. If I not learn to paint, but if I do find some more time to paint. So I actually took a little bit of that, I want to say concrete, but the textured paint and added gold to it. I didn't love it, but I love the effect that it made on the top of the lamb, on top of the lamb's head, and then I kind of pulled it off. So you guys, you don't have to do this part obviously, but I'm going to test something. So what I did was I put just a little bit of a glob of that lighter color. What did Amy say? I can't draw either. I don't have patience for drawing. I did draw in B one time. I was very proud of myself. I love weeping willow trees, and I tried drawing with no success. That is why Marlene is saying to practice, because you could always, and the thing with painting is you can just paint right over it if you mess it up. Okay. Sorry guys, I have paint all over me. I'm gonna have to get another baby wipe for this. Okay, so I just put a little blob on his head, but I'm gonna actually take a piece of a baby wipe and I'm actually gonna stick it down and bring it right back up, and I love the look that it gave me in the background. So that's what I'm doing. So it almost kind of made like a texture itself, right? So let me dry this part real quick. I'm so glad you guys are joining me for this. I know it's a lot of patience. It's a lot of patience for this one tonight. And I'm not patient. I'm impatient too, Amy. I totally hear you. Thank gosh there's dryers that is available for us people, because I couldn't do it. And just sketch it out, you know, try it. Just make yourself a practice book. And that way, over time, you can see your improvements. I know, I love this. Since we kind of lifted that up, we don't need to dry it too much. Okay, so this is what I went to Hobby Lobby for, because you guys, I had no gold. No gold at all. And I'm like, I have to go get myself some gold. So is this the gold that I used earlier? That's black. That's black. I guess it is. I'm trying not to like waste all my paintbrushes. Okay. So I literally just took it from the cap because you don't need a whole lot. And I made 4 little spikes on top of his head. So I'm going to make my little crown piece, which I'm just dragging my brush a couple times full of paint. And then I could go the opposite way. So it's even on both sides. Oh, let's see. And I'm just kind of filling it in. And there is a lot of paint on this corner of this, and I keep putting my arm in it. You guys see that, right? This is why I wore my apron tonight. And by the way, if you like my apron, I can hook you up with Sharon because she makes them. They are actually reversible, and I love them. All right, for this, so I don't have to keep doing that, I'm going to put 4 little spikes on the crown. So I'm going to start at the bottom and just kind of work my way to the top. And I'm going to kind of make almost like an E with an extra little tail. I'm going to try to space them out as best as I can. And I could always go in and fill them later. You's a silly boy. You know that? What you sniffing at now? There's so much to explore in Mommy's craft room. All right, so now I'm just gonna take a little bit of tiny paint and then just dab it in, because that's all we need to really do. Now you can go in here and put some more details on your crown. I'm just gonna make mine very, very simple. And I'm just kind of like dabbing. But yeah. It's literally a blob and a couple shapes. And of course his ears aren't even, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. All right, so there is our little lamb so far. I love him. He's so cute. All right, so if you have a thicker or a longer, I should say, canvas like this, I just put this on here because it's very natural. I actually had an idea, if you put this, if you make your lamb a little smaller or yeah, like shorter or more to the bottom, you could actually put I'm just using twine, you guys, and you could wrap like a cross here. So it'll be the lamb and the cross. So you can do that too. Just an idea. But since this one is just a little square one, I'm not going to do that. But I am going to take some of my dry paint, which I need to get my brush dry. Some of my textured paint, and I'm going to go in on the corners when I'm all done. I probably have to dry that one side, but I'm going to go ahead and put my letters on now. So and I'm just using, it's pretty dry. This is pretty dry on this side. So I'm just going to use my ink pad. I don't expect this to get wet or anything, so it should be okay. And I'm just going to line up the letters, and you can make it look, you know, straight or wonky. I kind of like the wonky look. And then I forgot this one is on backwards, so I better do it. Make sure I put it on right. Wanda says it's cute. Thank you, Wanda. Oops. This is not something that you see anywhere really at stores either. I like to do things that you're not going to, you know, find, because it's something that you handmade and it's unique. As you guys know, I like unique stuff. And you can leave this out all year. No one says you have to leave it out for just Easter. I think there are owls in the tree over here. I didn't even do my hair today, you guys. I just kind of put it up in a bun and let it go today. Let it go. But I think there's owls, or there's something that's always hooing or making noise, and I think it's an owl. But there's not I don't know if it's in my big oak tree in the back or if it's like one of the neighbor's trees on this side, because there's not one right here by my window. It's back there more, but I don't know. Oh my gosh, you guys, this could be so cute. Okay, so I'm gonna take my textured paint and I'm just getting the ends. Now the other one's gonna go investigate. And then I'm just gonna kind of dry brush the bottom and make just like a little edging. Kind of like we do when we do like our dusting on the end or whatever. That's what I'm doing. And it just kind of brings out, it kind of breaks up the whole, just the plain background. I'm gonna wait for that one last because I think it's still wet. I'm sorry about the puppies. You guys can hear them now on this side because we got our gate put up. So now they can go on that side of the house. Oh, well. I don't know what they see. They probably just hear another animal or dog or something. And I just kind of want to... There's that pesky piece. I kind of want a little bit of texture just to kind of emphasize the texture that we put, you know, on the sheep. I'm just going to do... So a lot of times your texture part will get stuck on the side. So just, you know, be mindful of that. Just make sure you're grabbing some texture. And I'm just kind of going in. Just to kind of give it a little more softer edge, if you guys know what I mean. We're almost done, you guys. So who's going to try this? Are you guys going to try this? You can always try it on like a piece of like cardboard too. You don't have to get a canvas or a piece of wood. I was thinking about doing it on wood, but I just really wanted to do the canvas because I have these canvases around, and it is kind of a canvas thing. Oh my gosh, you guys. I kind of wish my brush was thinner, but you guys can make it, you know, blend and stuff, but yeah, that paint is still wet. That's all right. We got it. We got it. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Isn't that cute? What a beautiful painting. This would make a great gift for anybody. You guys can make a bunch up of these. You can even make these into ornaments, especially for somebody that is, you know, very Christian. Okay. I don't know what that means, but you guys know what I'm talking about. All right, let me get, I'm actually wanting to put another layer of black on my, it's adorable. Thank you. I'm just going to put another, because I see a little bit of that seeping through, so. Oh, and then I forgot to show you guys, I did actually do the texture on the crown too, which that's drying, but I'll show you how I did that. I basically did the same thing. I took like, I think I used, what did I use? I think I used the baby wipe, or no, I did a dry brush. That's right. I used a dry brush to do it, but I'll show you guys how to, well, we can do it with the other side of the puff, or the puff, the pom-pom. I can't speak tonight, you guys. Oh my gosh. All right, so this little lamb is dedicated to anybody that needs prayers out there for your health, your family, or anything else going on tonight. I just figured we really need to, you know, get back to the whole meaning of Easter, and I just wanted to do something kind of dedicated to that. So if you're finding yourself in a tough spot, this one is for you guys. So I'm just kind of dabbing while I still have that paint on there. All right, so that will go in the bucket. And then I'm gonna take the good side of the pom-pom and I'm just gonna push down like twice. And it made like a little bit of gold on the outside, and I kind of like that. It breaks it up a little bit. You can even get in there with the black, but I'm not gonna. Okay, you guys, it's done. You're busy tonight, Sharon? Oh, everybody's trying to get their prescriptions for the weekend, I guess. So there is our painting for tonight. Let me know if you guys like this. I can't wait to post them. I'll have to post them next to my cross. And then there's the bigger version. So we have two different ways you can do it. And like I said, you could always put a cross, right? You know, use some twine and make a cross. But worthy is the Lamb. Worthy is the Lamb. I love that saying. And I think we all need a little bit of, just a little bit of grace in our life right now. I know it's been a tough time for some of us. So I am hoping that you take this and you just kind of unwind. It's very, very easy. I hope you guys try it. And I will see you guys. Guess what tomorrow is? It is Fun Friday. I'm working on something. I'm working on something really cute. It's in my head. When I say I'm working on something, 90% of the time, it's in my head. And it's not quite made yet. But it's going. My mind is good for something. All right, you guys, I am out for the evening. I'm going to go cook me some dinner, and I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of the evening, and I will see you tomorrow for Fun Friday. Bye, guys.